In this video, we'll teach you how to calculate what size wire you need for this room. First step is to check the square meterage by measuring the length and the width of the room. To calculate the square meterage, you need to multiply these two measurements. We need to measure the areas that aren't being heated. On this job, there's a bath and a shower that won't require heating. So now we need to subtract these areas from our room total. This gives us our final square meterage that we'll be heating today. To summarise, the original square meterage was 7.9, but after subtracting the areas without heating, it will now be 6.54. So how we figure out the size wattage wire we'll need is by using the formula 150 watts per square meter. So we multiply the square meterage by 150. For this job it comes to 981 watts, but this is between two wire sizes. So we round up to the closest one, which in this case is 1000 watts. We can mark out these areas that don't require heating. This is so that we can easily spot them. Here we're measuring out how many runs of the wire will fit. On our installer's measuring tape, there are marks of the runs that have been predetermined at certain spacings. This one's at 57.5 millimeters. So for the width he counts the runs, and then for the length we measure the meters of the room. To calculate how many runs we need to heat the room, we'll multiply the runs by the meters. This gives us the linear meters. So it will be 40 runs by 3.4 meters, which gives us 136 linear meters. Here we're checking how many runs are in the shower area. Then we need to subtract this area from our total. Same goes for the bath. We need to check how many runs are in that area, and then we need to subtract it from the total. So 93 is our total linear meters, which will help us calculate if a 1000 watt wire will fit in this space. 1000 watts has 91 linear meters of cable, so there's only a 2 linear meter difference. That means this wire will work well for this space. Our installer begins to mark out the wire map using his predetermined tape measure. This helps make their job a lot easier and more efficient. These marks are where the wire will be looped and turned back. He will also put arrows to guide which way the wires will be placed. We mark out the average size of a toilet so we know not to heat past there. The wiggle line is so we can heat up to the door as it's a bedroom and we don't want a cold patch in a spot with foot traffic. Then he draws marks for the vanity. This is the only spot where we can hide excess wire or sacrifice wire for other areas if we're running short. You can see the wire map is all drawn out and ready for the wire to be installed. Now the wire has been installed, you can see how the marked map guided the installer to fit a 1000 watt size wire in this space. The calculations are crucial for our installers. This is because we need to fit the wire in every spot that's necessary, so that when the bathroom is finished there aren't any cold spots in high foot traffic areas. Not every job has the perfect size wire to fit in the space, so these equations allow us to find the closest fit.